Hello all, and welcome back to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Randomizer. My name is Seth. We are continuing with our daily attempts at Randomized Destiny Tower. What an intimidating way to start off today's run. For those of you who don't know what the heck I'm doing, I'm attempting Destiny I'm attempting Destiny Tower every single day, which is the hardest dungeon in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky. It is 99th floor, starts off at level 1 no matter what level you come in on, and disables all IQ skills, which makes it pretty hard in and of itself. But I have to go and be the psychopath that adds a randomizer to it that randomizes every Pokemon in the game, all their movesets, all their abilities. It also randomizes within the within the dungeon itself, the monster house rates, the weather, the traps, all of that stuff. The amount of times I die to traps is very annoying. It does happen quite obnoxiously. All right, who am I today? Metang. Okay, Metang typically has a pretty high HP value to my memory. Stats and types are not randomized, so yeah, I can somewhat remember a little bit about like what stats are from previous runs. They're nothing like what they are in mainline Pokemon games. I have noticed that. The differences between Mystery Dungeon and mainline are absurd. It is absolutely wild just how incredibly different every Pokemon stats are. Because it's balanced to be a single-player game that doesn't have any, like, online or even, like, the wired... I guess this was the DS era, so it technically had online. But it didn't have, like, competitive in mind. It didn't have actual battles. It was just... hey, what can you do as a single player getting through this campaign? That's what everything is balanced for. So it's not meant to you're not really meant to play as Metang. So what do I have? 42 HP is really good. 18, 15, 14, 14 is pretty solid. Also, I accidentally picked male. I don't usually pick male because female has a higher accuracy rates. But I get the pink outline anyway. I know Metang is technically genderless. That's interesting. Pickup's pretty good. I like that. Quick Feet, also somewhat good. I like that. Guillotine is a very funny move. Hail, I will not use ever. Thrash, that probably won't be used very often. Luster Purge is pretty, that's my only, like, actual good damage dealing move. Okay. Guillotine's funny if I can get, like, Sure Shot or something like that. Some way to guarantee damage. You have an Oranberry. That'll be helpful. Okay. I'm not immune to the hail despite my type, because of my typings. Okay, that's fun. Yeah, there's no circumstance where I would ever want to use the hail move, because that move sucks. And there's no circumstance where I'm going to be able to take out this Trapper. Not super effective. Actually, you know what? 12 and 15. I could probably basic attack you to death for the rest of it. No! I forgot that they're smart enough they can eat Oran berries. Are you kidding me? They're smart enough for that? That's actually genuinely really annoying. How much HP do you have left? It was enough that after a basic attack, you felt threatened enough to use the Oranberry. So you have to be on, like, low HP now. And I don't want to use any more Luster Purge PP than I need to. Thank goodness. I wanted that Oranberry so bad, you motherfucker. You had to use it. You just had to use a Giraffe Rig. All right. Hey, there might be another one here on this floor. Nope. Not here. Special Band's pretty good, though. I would not mind a Special Band. That's pretty solid. One-Shot Orb is interesting. That's helpful. That's very helpful if I can. We'll probably also set the Meowth out because that's a guaranteed 20 damage. That's very helpful for some of these early floors. I don't know why I started singing. I'm very tired right now. I'm gonna be so real with you. I woke up this morning incredibly sleepy. It's gonna be doing more damage to the Giraffe Ring than I was doing with my basic attacks. It'd be so real. Probably even take out the Hoot Hoot this way. Why not? Yeah, it's what. Yep. Okay, perfect. But now I have no more of them, so I'm out. All right, Krabby. Nice. That was a Kingler, but you know what? Hey. I didn't even mean to use Guillotine, I meant to use Luster Bridge. I just forgot what button it was mapped to. Alright. That's one of my favorite, like, quality of life things about this mod, is that it has the move shortcut things from later games. And you don't have to just manually go in and go through the whole menu thing hold on, is it this? What? I'm trying to... Yeah, you have to press B. Wait, no, B just opens wait. I know there's a shortcut that it's X twice that takes you to the attack things. That's what it was. Okay. I am, in fact, a floating Pokemon. I can walk over air tiles, and it doesn't lose my value that badly. No more than normal, at least. And that's a pretty good escape option, unless any of my Pokemon that I face have... Cool. At least it was Thrash. At least it was fucking Thrash. Yeah, I'm never going to use that move. Okay. I think you can attack me while I'm here, but... I'd like to kill you early just in case. We know nothing over here, nothing further right than that. Hi, Cranidos. Screw it. Why not? I apparently am doing Ugu damage. Look at that. That's a ton of damage, frankly. What is my experience at now? Okay, 22 basic attack, 30 special with the special band. Hell yeah. 2-edge orb is funny, not worthwhile. Hello, Kecleon. I can't learn Feint. I would have loved to learn Feints. I'll happily pick up some sticks, I guess. I'll let you have the boxes. For sure, because they're not helpful to me in this challenge. Anything else that's not helpful to me in this challenge? Pretty much everything else is. 2-edge orb is funny, but risky. Alright. 400, perfect. And then how much for the sticks? 10. Cool. Thank you, I guess. Hey, what's this orb? Hurl! Fun. Yeah, I don't really want to pick up a TM that I can't use. That's kind of cool. Cool. You know what? Hi, Fire Puppy. We'll use the sticks. You dodged. Oh, you're gonna throw that stick back at me, aren't you? Yeah, because you're Fire Puppy. That's what you do. You're a dog. You throw sticks. And you definitely don't catch them. That's not what dogs do. That'd be ridiculous. Stick only did 8 damage. It's not worth it, but it's better than losing PP. Because I don't have very many Luster Purges left, and Kratos is apparently not doing anything to me. So that's fun. That's cool, I guess. I just wasted all my sticks on a Pokemon that wasn't gonna attack me. That's pretty good to farm, at least. If Kratos does nothing to you, and I mean that's pretty. This might be a good level to grind on. I'm a little scared about Flareon because I haven't encountered you yet. We'll try a Guillotine, see if it works. Missed. Okay, we'll try it again. Missed. But hear me out. It had to work eventually. Alright, okay, it's a sandstorm. I'm getting out of here. Not worth sticking around in a sandstorm. You're gonna get buffeted by your face by sand. I am recording this way later than I normally do. Normally I record these pretty early in the morning, like shortly after I wake up, but I had to go to church this morning because I record these on Sundays. I record this the day before it goes out, so today's Sunday for me, even though it's Monday for you. I want this. Nice! Okay, now I don't need to worry about my back fluxers. I had church in the morning, and I slept in, like, right until I had to start leaving for church, and then I got really sleepy, so then when I got home from church, I'm like, I think by normal tradition, I would have already recorded Mystery Dungeon. So I didn't think that I maybe hadn't recorded Mystery Dungeon. Hi, Combuskin. I wasn't expecting you to be here as well. Okay, Luster Purge should be fun here, yeah. Combuskin likely won't give me a ton of experience points. But either way, yeah, I'm recording this way later in the day than I normally do, so I'm feeling a little bit iffy, honestly. I'm a little bit tired. I think my body's just mainly still catching up from that one night where I got 0 sleep at all. That was a brutal night. Hi. I think I would rather take the Max Elixir now and then just Luster Purge you again than risk Guillotine. Because you could have literally any move, and apparently you have a super effective burn move. That's fun. We'll have enough HP to take 2 of these, yeah. It's worth it. My height and speed's pretty good here. Can I get unburned? Perfect. I can stick around. I was gonna stick around and grind. How much damage did that do? How much damage did that do? 12 at super effective, and if it's a crit, it won't kill still. It's worth trying 1 Guillotine. It's not worth trying 2. It's not worth trying 2. It's not worth trying 2. I had to take the risk. The risk was funny. It would have been nice to get the experience points. Oh, being slowed counts as a debuff, so I get sped back up. Cool. Thanks. That's actually pretty funny. I like that. Wonderful. Oh, okay. Hey, we got our maximum HP up by that life seed. That's pretty good. I don't want to have to deal with you because you're sleeping. I want to be sleeping. I want to not be awake right now. That's a pretty good room. That's a pretty dang good room, game. Question is, do I go over here and get the experience points? I think I do. I think I get the experience points. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't I? Alright, you took 32 damage for that first hit, so I could probably attack you to death, no problem. Wonderful. How much more experience do I need to level up? 90? That's not bad. I'm surprised that my special attack is still doing so high with the special band. Special band's very helpful. very good. Oh yeah, you're rising. The magnet is rising. I don't know if you noticed that. I do need to grind more often. I get called out in the comments whenever I don't grind. And I understand why. It's just grinding in this challenge in particular is so risky because by progressing the game and moving on through the dungeon, you find max elixirs, and the more you grind, the less like PP you have. I'm going to run out of moves if I grind too much, which is the problem. Yeah, you're not doing anything to me. You're cool. I'm ringed out. Oh no, what a shame. Damn, that was that much? Damn, okay, maybe this is the floor to grind on. Hi, Shellos. The guillotine. Death to Shellos. Nope, never mind. Get the fuck out of here. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. That's the other part about grinding, is that literally any Pokemon can just do that to you. Any Pokemon is fucking terrifying. I'm gonna wait to use the Citrus Berry until I know for a fact that I'm low HP and in a situation where a Pokemon is approaching me. Cool. Hey, at least it wasn't the Citrus Berry, but that was a lot of my apples. The grimy food is still good for recovering your hunger, at least. You just need to do it on top of the stairs. I've seen no Pokemon on this floor, which is a little scary. I'm on floor 6, level 9, which is very funny. Luster Purge, which should kill? No. Luster Purge? If it hits, perfect. That was a damn good amount of experience. Ooh, baby. Don't you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. 106. Okay, I know I'm getting hungry. Okay, we just fight this Lickitung once. And then, I hope Lickitung should give me tons of experience points, right? Right, I'm cringing! Cool, I could just, Geopebble. Actually, I think even while cringing, I throw things, right? Well, didn't matter if it missed. Okay! Ow, Luster Purge, please. Do your thing. Thank you. That Lydian would die in one hit of Luster Purge. But that would be my last Luster Purge! I'd have nothing more! I guess I could still use Thrash. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it for the experience. I could get a new move out of it. I did not get a new move out of it. What does Metang learn new moves, dude? It's been 10 fucking levels. Okay, I'll take a grimy food that's gonna apply a status effect to me, and then sustain a burn. Cool. But more importantly, I get the fuck out of here. My belly's been slightly filled, so I don't have to worry that much about belly. And more importantly, because I was already on the stairs, I get to basically just negate that negative status effect, even though I did get burned. I took 6 damage. Togekiss has a Citrus Berry. Good to know. If I can kill Togekiss. Emphasis on if, though, because that might be a little tricky with only one potentially killing move. You have Silverwind? You. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. Okay, we're gonna sit here. We're gonna heal. We're gonna hope that that Pidgeot doesn't see me. Hi! Okay, you might be the Togekiss that had the Citrus Berry, right? Probably shouldn't actually lower your HP, because if I lower your HP, you're more likely to die to the stones, or at least get low enough to a point where you could use the Citrus Berry. Beautiful! Thank you very much. And I've got 2 Citrus Berries. I should have stayed there and healed up a little bit. Okay, we got a run going, gang. We are on floor 8. It's only been 13 minutes. This is a bit of a slower run than I normally take. That's just because I have been focused on grinding and surviving. My lack of Luster Purge, though, is really hurting me now. I would really like to do some damage to some Pokemon without having to rely solely on Guillotine. I don't know why I started singing and then I stopped. That's another Scarf. That could be helpful. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, Geopebble throw. We try to Guillotine. Why am I doing the Geopebbles? I'm just gonna Guillotine anyway. You motherfucker. Okay, well, I'm just gonna eat the other Citrus Berry before you get a chance to do that to that. Before you get a chance to use that again, fuck you. Okay. Is it really that hard to just slice the head off one of these fucking birds? Dude, they have 2 of them. I'm maddened by this lack of accuracy. It's a good thing I did that. Fuck it. I feel mad about that one. Only 20 HP out of that. But I got a Pass Scarf! Actually, it's really good. Pass Scarf is so incredibly helpful. That's one of the most overpowered items in the game. One of them, because this game has a lot of overpowered items. I don't know why I ran toward you, Dragonair. I don't want to have to fight you right now. But the benefit of the Pass Scarf is that not every move, but most moves, if an enemy hits me with it, I can just say no. And then it gets shrugged off. And then it hits a different enemy. Or it hits another enemy that's close to me. Is how it works. Again, it's not every move, but it is a lot of moves. Yeah, like Astonish, that's one of them that got transferred. Cool. I can probably just basic attack you now. As long as they don't die to the pass, they will still give me experience points. I'm gonna eat the Astral Apple now, just because I don't want it to go bad. If I step on a trap for it, we'll try a Thrash. Fuck it. It's never gonna work. The only downside of the pass, cool. The one time it actually lands in the direction, it just misses. That's cool. What was I trying to say? Every time the Pass Scarf does this thing where I spin around and pass off the move to an enemy that's close to me, it does drain my belly quite a bit. So I have to be careful. I do have to be cautious and making sure, especially right now, to be using my grimy food while on the stairs, just because, oh no, my attack and special attack fell. Why? I don't really care. No! Okay. There is still a possibility here of something that can happen. Remember, hey, last time we had a one-room monster house like this, I did the risky two-edge orb strategy. I don't have an Oran Berry or Citrus Berry to heal myself up, but I have a Pass Scarf. There's a possibility that if any of these Pokemon, either Sharpedo or... Is that Krabby? I think it's not Krabby. I think it's Kingler. If either of them hit me with a move, the Pass Scarf will pass it off to the other one, and I'll be able to take out the other one. So I'll be at 1 HP, but so will every other Pokemon on this floor, unless someone here knows a healing move. If one of them knows a room clearing move, I'm screwed. Because the Pass Scarf cannot work on room clearing moves. There's nothing else I can do. I'm talking myself through all the options. I'm trying to think. Cleanse Orb won't help me at all. Hurl Orb, it will get rid of one Pokemon, but barely. Luminous Orb, oh cool. Yeah, the whole entire map's already visible. Two-Edge Orb won't do anything for me. Nothing here is going to help me aside from that. Nothing here is going to help me aside from that potential strategy of just saying fuck it with the two-edge orb and hoping that the Pass Scarf saves me. My HP is going to be down to 0 because it cannot kill me. A two-edge orb cannot kill me, but it will bring my HP down to 1 and bring the HP of every Pokemon on the floor down to 1. Sharpedo has fucking 77 HP at this level? That's crazy. Kingler has fucking Perish Song, which makes me mad. Okay, yeah, cool. You have Bodyguard. Yeah, I don't care. Sadly, I can't pass off the effects of Perish Song, so this is gonna suck if you keep trying to do that. No! You had Draco Meteor! that was... hey, I got some decent experience points out of that. There was a possibility. If Draco Meteor wasn't in play, that could have worked out well. Oh, well, hey, sometimes it happens. Sometimes that's just how it be. You never know how it's gonna go until you do it. And I think I had a fun time. This is a pretty solid run. Most of these runs lately have been doing decently well. So most of the time I get like 2-minute runs. And then occasionally you just get one run that pops off like this and goes all the way to floor 10. Which isn't really that far. It's only like a 1/10 of the way through the dungeon, but still, it's better than nothing. Thank you all for watching. Come back tomorrow. Like I said, this is a daily series. I will do this until I beat it or until I get tired, which might happen at day 365. I'm still deciding whether I want to call it quits by then. But if you want to find out, subscribe and come back tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's the winner and I won't have to quit.